What's up, everybody? It's Blowover Productions here, and today we're going to be kicking off the final race in the Amazon Racing League before the championship race off at Talladega. So with that being said, let's talk about these points. In first place, we have the Biffler, followed by Micah Joyner, Roger Guardiola, Elliott Johnson, Olivia Dean, TJ Harley, Ryan Little, Willie Dobbins, Julius Orange, Driver 81, William O'Donnell, Evan Fran, Adrian Atkins, Mattia Bade, and Sebastian Galloway Jr. With that out of the way, let's talk about our lineup for today. On the point is going to be the number 5 William O'Donnell for Team Dumpling. On his outside, number 9 of Evan Fran, driving his M&M's car for Team Dodge Motorsports. Winner of our last race, Ryan Little, starting 4th today here at Talladega for Elliott Motorsports. Won at Bristol Motor Speedway in the last race, so congratulations to him. Points leader of the Biffler in the number 74 here for Team Culver's Racing, starting way closer to the back. He's in the 5th row, so he's starting 10th. So anyways, with that out of the way, folks, pace car is pulling in. We got one more. This is the final race of the Amazon Racing League before the championship. So let's see who gets good points here today and makes it into the final 4. That being said, like I said earlier, the pace car is pulling in. The green flag is going to be displayed in the air right now. We are racing at Talladega Super Speedway. The ARL season come to a close. The race here at Talladega is started off, and we are speeding into turn 1. Everybody's still double file. Nobody's jumped out like they do usually in other series to make it 3 wide. Got 19 laps here today. Let's see who's going to take the win. William O'Donnell on the bottom trying to get pushed by, I believe that's, whoa, a little bit of movement back there. Looks like Olivia Dean stepping out. William O'Donnell trying to get a push from the 80 car of Julius Orange right now. Evan Fran up top pushing with the 31 of Ryan Little. We're going to have to see who has a better push. It's really going to matter about the speed off these corners, because that's where you can really get a lot of momentum to pass whoever is around you, whether it be inside or outside. Usually inside, because the outside lane is steeper up on the top. So if you can get a good run off there, then that'll help you with that, like Evan is right now. You're going to watch him get a huge run down here on the back stretch. If he might not, though, because he's getting side drafted really hard by the 5 and almost goes around. That's the, I believe, the 59. No, that was Olivia Dean. Almost got turned by Sebastian Galloway there. Evan Fran is trying to use that outside lane to his advantage. You can kind of see it going to work here, because now he's side by side with William, but in the corner he was back on the corner panel. Here they come, side by side of the line. That right there would have been a photo finish, and Evan Fran is actually pushing to the front right now, and a little bit of contact. They go way off the track below the double yellow line. William O'Donnell comes back up and taps the side of the 9, and they both save it. Great save there from the 9 and the 5. Evan Fran and William O'Donnell locking in, and now Evan's going to take the top line. William O'Donnell joins him. Never mind, he's going to block back on the bottom and start drafting with Julius Orange again. That was an amazing save from the 9 and the 5. It looked like Evan was just going a little bit too high up there, and William just wasn't having it. But William was the one that was on the high side, I think. They both just came together and luckily did not wreck. But unfortunately for Evan, he's lost his momentum from that, and he's dropped down to 3rd. And now William is battling with Julius Orange for the lead of Elliott Motorsports. Driver 81, Team Venturini, right now is also trying to get the lead. Coming onto the backstretch, it looks like the 80 is going to try to block both lanes here. He's holding the middle. Driver 81 goes to the bottom a little bit more, trying to give himself some breathing room. Looks like he's getting pushed by Olivia Dean. Gaming Motorsports driver, I forgot to mention, TJ Harley won this race last time we came here. That was the 2nd race of the season. So could Gaming Motorsports go back-to-back at Talladega? Roger Guardiola stepping out there. He's trying to push up. I noticed the field is a lot more coordinated than they were the first time we came here. Everybody's drafting and racing normally. first time, it was just pure chaos. Driver 81 still getting a push on the bottom from Olivier Dean as they go into the backstretch, still side by side. Lap 5 of 19, almost a quarter. We are exactly a quarter of the way done with the race. First quarter gone. Driver 81 still trying to hold off the 80. He's trying to stay side by side with him, but he's not getting these runs that he needs to. It's the rule that I explained, the strategy that I explained earlier about coming off the corners on the outside, how it gives you a slight speed boost, is the only reason why Julius is still side by side with the 81 right now, because you see he's going to drop back here on the back stretch a little bit. Now he's on the door of the 81, but coming on the back stretch, you're going to see him get a run here, hopefully, so I can explain how this works. You see he's going off on the outside, a couple cars are stepping out. Watch that 80, you see he's getting a big run. Now he's side by side with the 81 again. Coming into 3, he could get the lead if he's careful, but he doesn't. It just wasn't enough. The 5's not close enough behind him. He needs William O'Donnell to give him that good push so he can actually pass the 81. A little bit of serpentining going on here closer to the back of the field as well. I noticed that. 3 wide now is William O'Donnell and Evan Fran. Two first row pole sitters now out getting kicked outside the field together and forming their own line. Julius Orange is fallen way out of the way of the 81 now. Driver 81 has the opportunity to go outside, and he does do that, leaving Olivier Dean open on the bottom unless he comes back down to block. Looks like he might just, but he's staying in the middle, trying to hold off both lanes. Now he's going to settle in front of the 22. It's not going to be... Whoa, around they go! Big wreck, one car upside down. It's William O'Donnell. Huge wreck coming into 3 and 4. Multiple cars slide down to the grass. William O'Donnell sliding on his roof, tumbling over and over, and lands on his wheels in the infield grass. Well, not the infield grass, but the apron grass. Caution comes out. Ryan Little, huge damage on his car. The Biffler was in it. Let's go to the replay and see what happened. Coming into 3. Looks like we're trying to see what happened here. Oh, it looks like Mahdi Obeid came up from the inside lane, hooked the left of the 13, caused him to spin, and then Ryan Little went up the track trying to avoid that and took himself and William O'Donnell into the wall. And William just went on for the ride. He slammed into that thing just head on and went right over. I'm not sure how William Dobbins and Elliott Johnson and the Biffler got involved, but it was most likely from Micah Joyner going around in front of the field. They probably just got collected and couldn't hold it. Would you look at that? Sliding down the bottom, and then William goes over here. Tragic. Oh yeah, Ryan Little clipped the Biffler and William O'Donnell, who clipped Elliott Johnson. That's how they got involved in the wreck, it looks like. Just glad William was able to get back on his wheels there. Yeah, William and the Biffler were the one who sent Elliott Johnson around after getting clipped by Ryan Little before he went up the track with William. Very scary wreck here on lap number 7, but we will see you on the restart, folks. Welcome back to Talladega Superspeedway, everybody. We are getting ready to kick the green flag off once again, and it is flying in the air. We are back racing here at Alabama. Halfway through a little over halfway through the race now. Lap number 12. Just past the halfway mark under pacing. The thing you gotta appreciate with these guys is they know what they're doing. Despite the fact that they are the rookie series, these guys really do seem to race fairly okay for their skill level. I really do see some of them being able to perform well in the other series. Depending on who our final 4 is, they're also probably going to have seats in the truck series, either whether that be starting their own team or joining another. The Biffler is obviously probably going to be in it because he's our points leader by almost like 300 points above second. So even if that person were to win, which I'm pretty sure it's Micah, he probably might be able to pass the Biffler, but definitely not knock him out of contention. So the Biffler is definitely secure to be one of them. Elliott Johnson might be one. Our current Final Four before prior to starting this race was Micah Joyner, Elliott Johnson, the Biffler, and somebody else. It was Roger Guardiola, I believe. So, yeah. They could be our Final Four unless somebody else does well here today. Speaking of doing well, the 81 is in the lead right now for Team Venturini Motorsports. Actually, I don't know if the Motorsports is in the name too. It might just be Team Venturini. The 81 leads him back to the line. 6 laps to go now. Oh, looks like Madi Obeid moved him up out the way. He's trying to make a move. He doesn't have any of his, well, I guess he doesn't have teammates, but fellows Toyota's pushing him right now. He's got Sebastian, though, right behind him in the 83. Whoa, 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 a little bit of contact there. Roger Guardiola, what? Roger Guardiola almost put the 81 into the wall there. Driver 81 got a little loose and slammed into the side of the 7 there, but both of them saved it, luckily. Saw a little bit of wiggle action. Whoa, they made contact again, and he's going to put Monty down into Sebastian. They go off the track. Are they going to come back up safely? No! Sebastian Galloway takes him in the wall. Big, huge wreck coming across the line. The 64 TJ Harley spins around and around and goes, and Evan Ferran is collected in it. The caution comes out on lap 15. Or 16. One or the other. We just need to go to the replay and see what happened. Coming into the trial, driver 81 just put him way low. He was pushing the heck out of Madi. Oh, you know what? Madi and driver 81 did get into it at Bristol. That was our last race. Madi turned driver 81 for the lead. I remember that now. That's probably what that was. He probably just got his revenge and came back up. Jesus. Roger, Sebastian, Olivia all got in that wreck. They all got in it hard. Anyways, folks, we'll see you on the restart. Alright, folks, it looks like it's going to be a green-white checkered here at Talladega. Do we make it back to the line green, or will we have a second attempt? Green flag is waving. Let's see what happens. Speeding into turn 1, Madi is your leader yet again. And driver 81 is hawking him back down. These two have gotten into it quite a couple times over the past few races, and it's probably going to be settled here unless there's a third factor. Doesn't look like it so far. Julius Orange is starting to fall back a little bit, and he's holding up Sebastian. I almost said Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Galloway Jr. Driver 81 gets to the bottom now. Madi Obeid could have the run. Coming off turn 4 now. Driver 81 still has the lead coming in the tri-oval. Here they come through the tri-oval. Driver 81 still ahead by just a car length. And now they come across the line, the white flag waving for the 81. Who could it be? Coming in turns 1 and 2, Madi is trying to get the run. And it looks like he is. He's drafting closer and closer to the 81. Closing the gap. He could make the move at any moment. Driver 81 has just got to hold him off. These two came together in the prelude of the Amazon Racing League in the first race, but not this season. It was the one that I canceled, where driver 81 was holding the lead but couldn't block Madi at Daytona and gave him the win. But this time around, in the actual Amazon Racing League, it looks like the 81 will be able to hold off Madi Obeid this time. And coming into the tri-oval for the final time, driver 81 gets his second win in the Amazon Racing League at Talladega Superspeedway. Checkered flag waving for Team Venturini. First win was at Pocono, second at Talladega, 2 superspeedways. Congratulations to driver 81 for managing to actually hold off the beast of superspeedways this time. Madi Obeid is very good at these tracks, which is why you usually see him at the front of them all the time. But the 81 is definitely glad about this win that he's got here. And he just hit the wall, but who cares, because he has got himself a win. Congratulations to the 81 driver at 81 for Team Venturini Motorsports winning here at Talladega Superspeedway. I really think he did earn it, but he did do a little bit of cheating there, I guess, with wrecking Marty for the lead, kind of like he did at Bristol. That's probably going to go under review because these two are probably going to have to stop this before it gets out of hand. But driver might end up making it to the playoffs with this second win because that's going to get him even more points. He was already pretty high up there. I'm pretty sure he was in 6th or something. But still, congratulations to him for making it up there. But anyways, folks, with that being said, one more time, congratulations to the 81 for winning this race here at Talladega Superspeedway. And we are going to see you guys in the final race of the Amazon Racing League before we kick off Season 4 of Nyackers at Homestead Miami Speedway to crown ourselves the champion of the first ever Amazon Racing League season. So with that being said, peace.